Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be taking a pair, breaking it down from a technical and order flow perspective, and in doing so, I will provide as much free education as possible. So I really suggest that you stick to the video till the end, and I will see you on the charts. In today's video, I want to speak about USDCAD because at the moment we do have quite interesting price action and structure. Starting here in the monthly, in fact, what we can notice is that we just got a very strong impulse to the upside that followed with the start of the correction that we're currently seeing, because in general, no market can just go straight up. At some point, it will need corrections in order to create an actual uptrend, which is a series of higher highs and higher lows. So you will always need along the line the market to create new corrections. Now, in general, when you have an impulse and a correction and you want to measure the correction itself, what you have to do is take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. Now, if we do that, we can see that the market hasn't retraced yet to the 0.32 of the Fibonacci taken on the impulse, which would be the first retracement level. The market slightly managed to get close to it, but hasn't been touched yet. And overall, we could expect the market to go and test at least this 0.32, possibly even the 50% or the 0.618, which are usually the Fibonacci levels to which most of the times the market provides a correction to, before then creating the continuation higher. So from a weekly perspective, we could expect a little bit more bearish price action to develop before then seeing a potential rejection higher. Now, if we drop down on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that here on the weekly, the market created a move to the upside, correction tried continuing higher, however it now failed with the market starting to trend lower. So from a weekly perspective, we basically had a double top created at this area and more bearish price action could be expected. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now here on the daily, first of all, spoke about USDCAD a few days ago after the market created this M pattern. I explained all the reasons for which we could expect a rejection to the upside, which is what the market gave us. And by the way, I will link in the description this previous analysis, so you can go and check it out for more free education. However, as the market is now creating this rejection to the downside, it is also breaking below the very strong area of previous daily support that we had around this zone. Now, if this impulse will be completed at that point, that previous support would be turned resistance. So after the break on the retest of this previous support and resistance, this would be a very interesting area inside of which we could be looking for a potential rejection to the downside, because at that point, we would have the weekly time frame and monthly, which are already indicating for more potential downside movement. And here on the daily, we would have a retest of previous support and resistance with a bearish impulse correction and impulse pattern to the downside. So this would be a very interesting potential reversal area from a daily perspective, inside of which we could be looking for this potential move lower. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and we check the data for the CAD, we can see how with the last report, we were going from one of the highest readings that we ever had to now one of the lowest readings. However, now once again, we're starting to see net positions finally getting increased. We had 2.9k longs added with the last report and 2.1k shorts getting closed. So longs are getting opened, shorts are getting closed on the CAD, indicating strength of the CAD, and a strong CAD is exactly what we need for this move to the downside, because always remember that all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if you're checking the data for the CAD, you're actually checking CAD USD. But since we want information on USD CAD, we have to reverse everything, meaning that what we're actually getting now is shorts added on the USD CAD and longs getting closed. So that is why we had increased probabilities of a move to the downside, because from an institutional perspective, we're seeing shorts added and longs closed. So if the market will complete this impulse and correct to this area, how we could be approaching this potential move to the downside? Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the upside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bullish market as we would have to an intraday bearish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bullish to a bearish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for this potential rejection lower for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the downside. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and this kind of things, that is all part of the mentorship program, which you can find at transparentfxtrading.com. Here you have the possibility to gain access to my entire course with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the web market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the CO2 data software, which is the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll lower, you will see that at the moment, I'm running a special promotion in which you have a big discount on the upfront price of the mentorship program. And since I have partnered with the forex broker Blueberry Markets, if you open an account with them from the student dashboard, you can get a full refund credited back into your trading account. And if you scroll lower, you will see that at the moment there is still time to join before the offer will end, and basically the timer will go to 0. However, spots are limited. So if the spots get filled before the timer goes to 0, the offer will still end. So I really suggest that you join directly from here and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you, and I'll see you in my next video.